Hi there guys, here I am for a review of two films. Two films in one video for your review. By the way, I'm sorry I didn't really introduce the Hammer Reviews TV with the last video, but hey, here I am going to be introducing it with this video. So yay, get excited because we've got some two entertainingly bad movies that defined the word so bad is good. First one is Killjoy 3, which is a 2010 video 76-minute horror film from a director, John Lecajon. I'm sorry about that. Lecajon. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but he directed the last two Killjoy films. He directed Killjoy 3, which is the one we're reviewing, and which aka Killjoy's Revenge, and then the fourth one, Killjoy Goes to Hell. And to be honest, these are not my first encounter. Both these films, they're both full moon pictures in this video, but my first encounter with watching a full length full moon movie was with Ooga Booga, which was entertainingly bad, but yeah, Killjoy 3. You got all the girls in this film are beautiful. The one that has all the makeup and shit on her just to look like she's Killjoy monster or something is Victoria D. Mar. And Victoria D. Mar, without all that makeup and shit on her, if you go on her IMDb page, she looks beautiful. So all the girls in this film are beautiful girls. Yeah, they're gorgeous. Ultimately, okay. The thing is that I haven't seen Killjoy, the first Killjoy, which looks like shit. It looks like something that I'm not interested in. And then you got Killjoy 2 Delivers from Evil, which looks pretty bad. Looks better than Killjoy 1, but still looks pretty shitty. But ultimately, this film has a few redeeming qualities to it. Like, you have these group of likable teenagers. One of them is like house sitting for this old African American gentleman. And then one of them, then the mirror pops up, and then the mirror transports them to Killjoy's realm, which is seriously, it gives me the impression like they were trying to recreate a Nightmare on Elm Street 3, the Dream Warriors setting in that film, but in reality, wasn't as good, and still pretty shitty. Yeah. Ultimately, I like the interaction between the slightly overweight black man and Punchy the Clown, and I like that their little introduction. He's like power to the people, and I like their introduction and their interactions with each other was cool. Killjoy sitting at the table. Yeah, there's some funny stuff going on. In this movie. I liked some of it. The only thing that was really bad, and it just came out of nowhere. And I know that some of Full Moon's films like to Quentin Tarantino this up, but not as good by having characters pop up, and I have a certain knowledge beforehand. And near the end, I thought that there was going to be the Doll Man or something from like Puppet Master. I don't know. Near the end. But in reality, we have this goofy, not to be taken serious horror flick for the majority of the film, and then near the end, the girl comes out the mirror, and then she gets like Ellen Burstyn near the end of Requiem for a Dream treated. She's treated like a psychopath. She's laughing, and then it's like, what? This is too much of a dramatic ending for a horror film that's not supposed to be taken seriously at all. Or this might have been like Troll 2, where they unintentionally made a bad movie. I don't know. It's pretty hard for me to actually take some of the writing, some of the acting in this film seriously. But hey, some people like this. I'm not really a big fan of this, but whatever. If it's your cup of tea, then it's your cup of tea. It isn't mine. The next one is something that I have a little bit more to speak about, and that is Gingerdead Man 3, Saturday Night Cleaver, which is a 2011 78-minute comedy fantasy horror film from two directors. Okay, this film starts off with the only thing that was legitimately good about it was the beginning scene. This is the beginning before the credits appear, before the opening credits appear that tell you this is Gingerdead Man. It seemed like a legitimately funny movie where how this girl and him having basically like Silence of the Lambs parody near the beginning of the film where you got Calista Darlin, I think that's her name, who's not a bad looking lady herself, who is just about to speak with Gingerdead Man, and it's like has the same kind of mask as Hannibal Lecter in the Silence of the Lambs movies, and he had a decent impression of the character, and not impression. Fuck, I don't remember that name. But anyways, he had a decent impression of the character. Then yeah, you got all these funny little baked goods, like some sort of facility for homicidal baked goods or whatever. And then he breaks in and goes to a time machine, and I seriously had a similar idea for like a Jason movie, so I guess these people created the idea before I even did. So me with my ideas that are been created centuries before they were even created, but whatever. Then you got your this catchy but entertaining. It's stupid, catchy but stupid music that goes along with the credits, and it's like run, run, run as fast as you can. Because I'm a homicidal maniac, house, whatever. I don't know. And then after that, you meet up with some stupid people. These people who have like this mix of a whole bunch of drugs they take, and then they go off to a corner and take them. Have these kids that are like, they have a major plot hole with them kids. And then you have yeah, it's just like it's like it goes like a Tyler Perry movie where it goes from this horror film, and then it goes to this very upbeating classical tale of rebellion against rebellion against this chubby lady who is saying skating's bad, and then you have this inspirational meaning, and then okay, some scene they seriously ripped off Carrie in some of these scenes, and it's just like and seriously, some of the scenes, it's seriously, it's this girl, and then other scenes, it's just the Gingerdead man using the telekinesis for their power, for their battles or whatever. Very much inconsistencies there, but whatever. Have this girl who is just trying to sabotage it so she could win, or whatever. I don't know, and it's just like, okay. You have this chubby girl who just goes like, is unserviceable to the plot, and then you realize that the chubby lady who's telling her granddaughter, niece, I don't really know, I wasn't paying attention, that this film has a really huge insensitivity level to his history victims. Like apparently they say Pearl Harbor was based upon this chubby fictional character roller skating, or I don't know, over some things, and then she's the blame, and it's just like, that's insensitive of this film. And then near the end, this is the real kicker of the balls to me, and kicker to the balls here. Okay, then you have it's just like, okay, you have the kids come back. At the first, they didn't seem like they have anything to do with some time capacity where they're super travelers. But then they go back in time together. Hitler, Charles Manson, and Jeffrey Dahmer, and some other psychopathic killers from the past. And I looked at the screen, and said, "You really did that." And then near the end, they're thanking them, thanking Hitler, thanking Charles Manson, thanking Jeffrey Dahmer, all those people near the end, thanking them for what they've done. And all I have to say is like, wow, that's highly insensitive of you. Okay, so basically, I can't believe that there hasn't been a whole bunch of Jewish people who called the full moon to say, full moon and complained.
We may have to go to a party. I'm just saying, I just told you, I'm not going unless you go. And I'm telling you, it's going to be Vic's daughters, and I want you to be very prim and proper. Okay, because I just told him on the phone, I'm not going unless you go. But
I'm sorry about that. But yeah, I'm seriously, I'm like, why didn't the Jews, a whole bunch of Jewish people, I may be offensive there. I'm sorry, I don't want to be offensive or anything, but I can't believe a whole bunch of Jewish people didn't call it full moon and said, well, you're being insensitive to my people, and they have the right to do. They have the right to do. This movie is highly insensitive. It just was like trying to make you relate to characters that you don't really care about. Had a few good elements, had a few good kills, but ultimately, and a few good interactions, but near the end, near the beginning, but ultimately had sensitivity to Pearl Harbor victims, and sensitivity to the victims of Jeffrey Dahmer, Charles Manson, and the Jewish people. It's like, wow. Gingerdead Man 3, Saturday Night Cleaver. Wow. All I have to say is just wow. There's plenty of movies that people have a controversy over that don't really deserve any of the shit that they get. But Saturday Night Cleaver 3 gets all this thing, oh, it's full moon. There should be a motherfucking controversy of this film. It's insensitive. It's not art. It's just a terrible movie that has a good beginning, and then the rest is just like some sort of drug fantasy or whatever. I don't care. It's like, why?
Here, turn off that.